in any company, if you go for doing job, means suppose you got the job in any software company, so they give so many things are there, but the first thing is what generally people learn Java, some software languages. One of them is Git. So what is Git? Git is called, it is a software. First thing is what? It is a software. You can also say it is a language. We have to learn Git also. This is also very important. Git is a software and it is also like a language, software language you can say, but we are not writing the program here by using this one, but it is used. Why we are using? We are, if you go in any company, they will ask you, do you have you work any version control? This is what version control. So what, sorry, what is the meaning version control here? Remember that one version control. What happened? We have to means like so many software developer, when you go and join any company, so they will give you a laptop or desktop anything, and they will ask you to start to write the code. Okay, so all of us software developer is writing the code, but we have to means submit our task, or you can say in some simple word, you have to push your code in one place, okay, in any one place. So how to maintain this means storage? In a software term we are calling repository. How to manage, how to store the data there? Here data is our code. If someone is writing Java, then it is Java code. If someone is writing in the Angular, then it is Angular code, any code. Here we have to keep our all code in one place. Why? Because suppose we are developing any website, anything, then we have to do what? We have to write some part of the code. Like suppose there is a team. Generally in software there is a team of 6 to 7 people, 5 to 7, 8 people. Okay, sometime it is bigger, but generally 5 to 7, 6 like that. So if you go for job, then they will give you one place, and they will means they will give you one link, that is Git link. Generally in company they are using Bitbucket. There is something is called Bitbucket or Git lab. These are just software name, tools name. Just remember, we are not going to learn this thing. So these are the things they are using for doing version control. In this version control, what happened? These are have to buy. We have to purchase this one. So that's the reason we are not going to use this too, because this is costly. So we are going to use something is called GitHub. So this is what is free. That's why I ask all of you to submit your, I mean, create the account. We are going to use this one. I will describe what is this. So this is what you can say, it is like a server where we are keeping our code in very simple term. We all people, whatever we are writing in our computer. So here our computer means I am working on this laptop. So this computer we generally call it in software term local system. So in my local system, in my local means my computer, or my computer maybe desktop or laptop. So here this is called, we are calling local, my local system. So if I say your local system means in which system you are attending this class or you are doing software development. So that one. Okay. Here what happened? We suppose I give some task. Suppose here so many students, student 1, student 2, and student 3. I give some task. Here what happened? We are not going to develop application in one shot. This is the final part of the this training. Before that one, we have to start with the Java, and I give you all of you same task, but it is no way interrelated with each other. So if someone did or someone do not did, then it is a different issue. So here what happens? Suppose if I give some task to student 1, student 2, student 3, so all of you did this the same project in your computer, means in your local system. Local system is, as I said, in your local systems. Then I will ask you to all this all student submit your task in one place. So what is that place? That place is GitHub. That place is GitHub. So what I can do, I just go, I open this page, and I will see who did what. It's for my viewing purpose. But the main purpose is what? Suppose he wrote one code. Suppose anything. Suppose a dot Java. Okay, Java extension is Java. If we have to use any uh, Java related code, we have to give the name extension Java. S1 created Java. S2 created what? B.Java, all this program. So they all do what? This all we are working together. In company is what each and other task is what connected. So finally they create one web application or any application. Software developer did his part and her part. Then they have to do what? They have to combine all this project and then deploy to the server. What is server? What is deployment? We will discuss each and everything, but later, not now. So they have to first keep all their code in one place. See, his system, local system is different, his local system is different, and his local system is different. When they have to push the code, this term we are saying push. When you are sending, so here what happened, we have to send this code to our GitHub server. So already GitHub, if we send our code from our local system, these are the terms I will use frequently, so you have to remember. From local system you develop some Java code, and if I said you have to send here, so if you are sending the code from your local to GitHub, this process is called push. This, if I ask you, have you pushed your code or not, it's meaning I'm asking that from your local system, whatever code you written, have you pushed to the GitHub or not? This is my question. If I ask push, I do not ask you so many things. I will just simply ask, have you pushed your code or not? So push meaning is what? You have to send or you submit the code from your local system, whatever you did in your personal computer, you have to send to the GitHub. This is the meaning of push. Second term is what? If you are getting the data from GitHub to your local system, this term is called pull. So downloading, you can say in other word, like generally we do. If you download anything from server to in your local system, this is called download. If you are sending the data in simple term, what we are using in general life, this is called upload. So upload means push and download means pull. Means if you submit your data, your code to the GitHub, then this is called pushing the code. And second thing is what? Why we use this thing? This one is why I teach generally GitHub and Git language. GitHub is a software. It is a web application server type of thing. Git is a language. Don't be confused. So Git language is used in so many software like GitHub. There is, as I said, GitLab and Bitbucket people are using. GitHub is free, so we are using. So I ask all of you to submit your ID so I can add you in as a collaborator. So you can push and put the code, push and pull the code. If I do not allow you, you can download my code because it is free, of course, so anyone can see. But no one can a change here and push the code, means cannot edit here. You can do in any place but not here. So if I make you collaborator, then you can do both. You can download also and you can change in my code. So this is the thing. So first thing is what we have to do, what we have to open this URL. This is the first thing you have to do. Then you have to go here and copy the this one. You just click here, then you copy. The first thing is what? You have to go to the this page and then code and then just copy this link. Don't use this download zip, use this one. It will download as a zip, means it just download as a file, but it will not connect with this GitHub. Now suppose anywhere you want to download this thing, anywhere you want to download this your code, like I did already, but I will show you. So here I already downloaded, so I will show you again. Suppose there is any you have any, you created already one folder, and suppose I said this one is, I just give temp folder because I will delete this one, but for just showing purpose, enter inside the temp. We already did that pat and all those things, and you have to download the git bash. I already mentioned today, you have to download. Once you download the git bash software and you created this folder already, so inside, if I right click, this is a right click, then you can see these two options. If you already install git bash, then you can see these two options, git GUI here and git bash here. So if you click git bash, then it will open something like this. So this will show, this is showing the folder. Then you have to do what? You have to clone this project. Clone meaning downloading the project. This is first time. From second time we only do push and pull, means whatever the new changes is happen, then we have to do those things. Always remember, Git is very important and somehow complex. Even I face problem till now. I have so much many years of experience, but still it is a complex part. That's why I am teaching from the first. So you have to learn more on this. You have to read the book and you have to watch the YouTube video. So many things are there. So you have to do what this command you have to remember. Git clone, and then after that what URL I copied. So right click, paste this URL I copied. So like this, if you clone the project, then what happened? It will download the project in your this folder wherever you open. So here we are inside the temp folder. So if you download this project, like suppose I am going to download. So just this one, this is the command git clone, and then you have to do this command. So here in what happened in Git, we have we can have different branches. We created one branch, student one. We are not going to work in a main branch. You can say branches like a folder. So you can download from the main also. By default, it always download from main. I will just change the branch. Why? Because this main I will take as a my uh, like means if after you I have another yeah, classes also, so I always start from the I will create a branch like student one, I will create another branch like student two, and I will create a branch from main branch to that, because student one we will work, there are so many things. I don't want to make a main any changes, it will be the like a base branch. So we are not going to work on the main branch, all of you. We have to work on student branch. So how you can see the branches? When you go, you can see here. So it is showing two branches, but if you click and you can see all the branches, how many are there? They already shows the two branches, main branch and student one branch. What happened? Previously this branch name was master by default, not main. Previously this branch name is master, but after that guy who killed the black guy, what's the name of that guy in America? So they changed. They said this is concept. The name is saying something like master slave something. So they said no need of master this time. They changed. They make it. Previously it was just known as master, but they said no, a master slave something like that. So they make it main branch. So this is our main branch. So we have to do what? This is the default downloading any uh, yeah, code in your system, local system. So here I just want to change the. So this is the command -b student one. Student one is the branch name, and -b indicates that I want to download, clone the project from this branch, not by default from the main branch. We do not download from the main branch, but I don't want branch name should be here, okay, else it will throw error. So the branch name is student one. It is showing cloning into a root, so it is downloading this much of project. So our project is simple and small, that's why it downloaded fast. Now we will see our folder, it is downloaded or not. See, it is downloaded. Previously it was empty. I just created temp folder and then I did this one. So our first task is what? All of you have to do these things. So what you have to do, you have to clone the this project after copying from here, and then you have to clone the project. So I am writing the command here, all of you please follow. And then I this is the this command you have to apply, and then you are able to clone the project from yours from my github to your system. So now here the thing is what? All of us will get all this project, all of us will get this project all. So we will see our folder. So this one is the folder, and then you can see all these projects. So first of all we will start with core Java. Second thing is what? When we did it downloaded a root folder. So if you see our git bash, there is it is still there. After download, you have command. Okay, cd. After that, you can see once you enter that folder that we clone, you can see it will show it some. So this is your branch name. This is what? This is your branch name. So we are inside our student one branch. So it will show you which is your current branch. So this will show you how many command branches or something already there. So it is showing origin, this, that. Okay, it is what just a command for you, all of you. No need of this one. So which branch we are now? We are inside the student one branch. As I said, we are not going to work on the main branch. We have to work on the student branch. So in if you go into the company, always remember they will give you some branch name, and sometimes they generally do not allow, but maybe they will give you the main branch and they will ask you to create a new branch from your side. So in your git repository, because you already sign in, so you can see your username and then your git repository. You can create a repository and you can create the branch. If you go there and then view all branch, or if you give something, ask you create a branch from main. Okay, so you can create the branch. So in a company, they will ask something. They assign some task to you, and then they will say, "Oh, this task you have to do in your branch." So you will clone the code and then you will create the new branch and then you start to work on that branch. So this is the thing. Now here what happened, git student one. So this is what here we use some of the command. So no need of command command prompt, or it's because it is maybe confusing now. Sure, we will see. So this is our project is downloaded. The first part of this thing, we already downloaded our project, means we clone our project. Now second part is what you have to go inside that root folder. All will see the same root folder. This folder is different, whatever from here, but this one is same for all of us. Then we go into the core Java project. Core Java. We are going to start working on core Java. Then we will copy the path. Now I am going to start Eclipse. I am using my Eclipse is 2020 Java. Either you can say EE or they are saying all of you have to download this Eclipse. If someone download Eclipse for Java, then it will not. It will work now, but in future you have to change. Either means both are same time they shows Java J2E or Enterprise Java. So we have to work on this too. We have to download this one, and I downloaded 2020 12. So please download the same one. So we are all aligned together. The one thing. Now after we enter into the core Java, then copy the path. Then I will start my Eclipse. Git bash download. Just type this one, and then to download the JDK 13. Okay, so I will show you what will happen. So suppose you downloaded, I have 8 and something. So you install. So in installation, no problem. You will do next, like any software application. Okay. Once you install, it will ask you next. Once Java install, then after that we have to do something is called. Oh, once you install the Java, then you can see what happened. If you go in your C drive, then there is a by default one folder that is program files. Okay. So you go inside that one, then you can see one folder, namely Java will create. What's okay? I will share. No problem. That's why I already said that maybe in the first class cannot take the class, means no teaching. Okay. So you will go JDK 13, then you can see this one. Where is Windows? See this part. I will share this URL. You have to download JDK 13.064. Okay, this one. So this one you have to download. It will ask you the your user ID and password. If you don't have, then create microsystem. So now they are on. So that is the thing. Now after that, once you download, what I was saying, you have to go in your C. Once suppose you download next, all things are done. Then after that, you can see you go to the your C drive. Generally, we have operating system here. If someone is having operating system in any other drive, then go to that drive. When the operating system installed, there is one program files folder is there. Then you go to that one. Then you can see one folder. Once this all you can see after the Java installation properly. You go to the Java. So you can see I have so many Java. I have Java JDK 1.8 means 8, 11, 13 and JRE. Suppose I just said we downloaded JDK 13.0.2 or anything. 13 is after that number maybe change. First number is important. So you have to do what? You have to go inside that folder and you have to copy this one. Then you have to search this. Edit the system environment variable. Then you click on that one. You can see this windows will open. So I am typing here again. After that, once you select it, you can see this small window. This small window, it will show the system property. You have to come into the advanced. Suppose if you are in this tab, you have to come into the advanced tab. Then you go to the environment variable. So in environment variable, we have two variables, user variables for Javed Nazir and user system variable. So see, generally we are the owner of our local system. So we can directly change here. So suppose if you go to the in the company, in company you are not admin. Means they create one of your as a user in the Windows and you are just using that user. But in our application, we are the administrator. Okay, so in company you have to change here the same thing whatever I will do here. Okay, but here we are going to change this one. So first thing you have to do what? You have to go and click this new button. First you have to do what? You have to click on this new button, then this will open. So here you have to write in capital letter Java, capital letter, don't type in the small letter. Okay, so you have to type Java underscore, this is underscore, okay, not hyphen, not space. So you have to write Java underscore home and where up to JDK, up to where? Up to JDK path I just copied, I shows you inside the C program files folder, then Java, then JDK. You have to do this one. First, what I said, you have to search the edit system environment variable. This will open in advance. You have to click one button, then it will open that one. And then you have to go into the system variable, click new. And then you have to do this one, Java underscore home. And then you have to give the path up to JDK, that one, and make it okay. I already created, that's why I'm not going to say okay. But you have to say what? Okay. So you can see this is already, I have what? Java underscore home. I have so many. So I changed the name. Okay, the main name is Java underscore home. So currently I'm using JDK 13. That's why I'm using Java underscore home. So if you have 11, I just change the name because by default machine will take Java underscore home. So first we have to do what? We have to create a variable. Okay. First we have to do what? That first thing after installation, you have to set the set environment variable. That environment variable, that is Java, okay, underscore home. All should be capital letter. This is the first thing we have to do. And then here the value is what? This is the key. The value is what? Value is your path up to JDK. So path up to JDK folder, which is generally inside C drive program files, C drive, program files, and then Java folder, and there is something JDK 13 something something. You have to copy the path. I am just giving you the idea from here. Then this one is done. Then you have to go again here, then there, and this is very sensitive thing. If you made a mistake, maybe your system will not start. So you have to take care this time. Java underscore home if not working or any problem. So maybe your Java will not start, your Eclipse not start. But if you this time it is a very sensitive, you don't have to make mistakes. So what you have to do, you have to search one variable whose name is path. This is already there. Okay, we don't have to create, it is already there, because if someone is using Java or not, this path is what provided by the OS operating system. When you install Windows, or I don't know about the Mac, when you install the Windows, it is already there. You have to just select this one and do edit. Don't delete, don't do anything. Once you do the edit, then it will open like this variable name. But in the new Windows, it will give you all this variable in a list way. In list way, so it is easy. Here it is difficult. Now you have to do what? You have to go at the last and make something semicolon. You have to go to the last and make the semicolon. Then you have to give the percentage sign, and then you have to give the same we did, Java underscore home, then give the percentage sign again, backslash, okay, backslash, and then give the bin, and then give the semicolon. So what we have to provide at the end of this value, first, if it is not semicolon, provide the semicolon. If semicolon is there, then don't do anything. Semicolon means as a separator. So you have to do what? You have to give the semicolon, and then you have to provide this value. I have this value. I will show you. Okay, because I have so many value. That's why I do not. I show you that how I give. Where is my Java value? See, this is my Java value from here to here. Here the thing is what? So here don't delete anything, don't do anything. Always give at the end. I given at the end, but after that I install so many applications, so many things, so it will added here. Then I am doing cancel, but you have to do what? Okay. So these are the things you have to do. So what you have to do extra after installation of Java, you have to set the path. Path is something like this. Have to keep it separate from other value by using semicolon. This is the thing. Once you have done this one, then open new command prompt. Already open, don't use that one. That one will not work. It is already open. After doing this apply close, and you close all the that windows environment variable, then you have to see any of the command like Java CV generally will give you so many commands, something like this. Its meaning is what? Your Java already installed successfully and your environment variable also set. So Java installation is like a software, do next, 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 next. It's okay, but this will work only once you set the environment variable. So for environment variable, how to check? You have to run this command. There are a number of commands. We generally use this. If properly or some problem, it will show that this command or this command is not recognized or not found, something like that. But option, okay, we check that Java install, or this is the first thing. Second thing is what? Means if you so see, it is showing 1.8, it should not show because I already make it Java 13. Okay, so it will show your version also. So this is the few things we have to do. First thing is what? If you install the Java, then after that, and first install Java, then install any other software like Eclipse. Eclipse we don't have to install. Eclipse we have to just download, extract, and then execute. So I will show you how. So if you see, I downloaded this one today, 30th of October 2020. Extracted. Where I extracted? I extracted in Eclipse folder. So this one folder. So once you extract, it will extract into the Eclipse folder. I just give a name 2020 12 because I have so many Eclipse. Then you just execute this one. So Eclipse you don't have to install like a software. Eclipse is come into the zip format. Just download the zip, extract, and directly go inside that folder and then execute eclipse.exe. Once you execute this one, I will show you what will happen. Then it will ask the one folder which will be your work is. So generally I do what? This is my way of doing. It's not like you have to follow each and everything. It's your wish. So generally I do what? According to my uh, where is that one? My convenience. So I do just I created one project. I said that git download means where I downloaded the git. This one I will delete. Just I shows you. I just given a student two. Here I created one WS. WS means workspace. So sometime I have to change the workspace or create new. That's why I give the workspace one. So suppose this is the one. Then I will do what? I just and at the time of starting, I just paste this one. It is already this one I just did before. So we will then do launch. You have to create. They already take some default value, but if you want to change, generally we do according to our convention. Then it is like so you have to copy that folder and just paste here. Okay, then you do launch. So once you do the launch, it will be means blank. Means this folder is empty. Then after that, once you do launch, it will create one folder metadata. Metadata is a folder that use Eclipse internally. So we are not interested in that one. So this is our after Java installation and Eclipse you downloaded, extracted. When you launch the Eclipse, then you have to create the workspace and then you have to start the Eclipse. Eclipse, as I said, it is not a software like. It is also in. It is come in both version. Either you can install or you can just download the zip and you can use that one. Generally, I do what? I generally download the zip file. Then once you download the zip file, this one I already did. Don't do this one. Delete the project. It's a, delete that project also. Here I am just removing from the Eclipse. So first time when you open the Eclipse, it will be like this. Nothing is there. So you have to do what? You have to go and import the project. We are not creating the object, a project, because when you go and join a company, they have already some code. Sometimes they have complete code. Some bug fixing is required. Means they ask you there is some bug you do. Sometimes we are developing the project, but the project will be created by some very high profile guy. Means high profile means software architecture people, because they check so many create the base and they will push into the GitHub. How this thing is working in the company, when you join, they will give you the GitHub link. They will give your ID, password, email, and that. Then after that, they will ask you to clone this project. As I said, sometimes they are asking you have to clone the your own project. That is a different. So here they will give you each and everything. So when you clone the project, means you downloaded the project in your local system, means the system provided to you. After that, you have to do what? That code is came and it is here your system. Suppose you downloaded in some place. So I downloaded in the this student 2 branch, and this is our that folder. I have to check that it is master branch or student branch. See, it is main branch. That one previous one is different. That one is I download not in student 2, but I downloaded. I have to change the branch. Change the branch. One is what checkout. You will give that command. So if you see here, previously it was main branch. Now I change to. So either at the time of clone, you can do that one. That's why, because it is easy, or you have to after that you have to do this git checkout. So this is git checkout is the command to change the branch. Okay, now this one. So this git bash is working like a Linux command prompt, not like a Windows CMD like Linux. I believe same as Mac. MacBook. So this is one thing. So till now we downloaded the project, we already installed the Java, we already configured the environment variable, and then we downloaded the eclipse and we extracted the eclipse and we are running the eclipse and we created a workspace and then we are now we launch our eclipse. Now the final thing is what we have to import the project. Import the project meaning we have to whatever project we downloaded we have to import them. So I in our eclipse it is already in our application but not in the case it is inside the root folder. So we will go to the root folder and as I said we are starting to work on the core Java, so don't do anything else. Go to the inside the core Java and copy this one. Okay, project we have to give the path up to the folder which is having pom.xml. What is pom.xml we will discuss in future. So you have to go core Java and then and here select and import wizard. There are a number of different way of project. Okay, we are working on Maven type of project. So you have to type here Maven and then select existing Maven project. Existing means you are going to just import project already there, but we have to import. So select existing Maven project. Next, then you have to paste the path that what I just copied core Java. Then once you copy, then click anywhere. Generally, I click here. Then you can see it will show pom.xml. This. So this is the project you have to select. If it is unselect, you have to select and then you will finish. So after copying the path, then you have to do it will take as a pom.xml. We will discuss pom.xml not now. So it will take some time to import the project. Maybe for you people, it will take more time because you are doing first time. I have already downloaded so many Maven libraries and all those. Take less time. Okay, so don't be panic if it takes more time. Your net is also one. So here marker is a folder where you can see some error. These are yellow means warning, it can work no problem, but if it is red means it is an error you have to fix. So it is showing build path specified execute environment SE11, but I have installation what 13. So right click on the project if anyone is right click. Okay, right click on your project and here one more thing, here it will also show you the branch name. See student one. So these are the indication. Right click on the project, go to the Java build path and configure build path. Then after that, go to the libraries. Here you have to click, double click, then it will show you JR Java SE11 something. Select Java SE13. Go to the environment. Sorry, no, here. Here it is not showing anything. You have to go to the install JRE and check what is the path here. I already given the path up to JDK. Okay, you can go and select the JDK folder, which is inside C program files and all those things. So which Java you are using. So one it is okay, then apply and close. And from here we just use that one. Or it's better we just change from here because I already given the path. Just select whatever Java you have. So it is finished. So you can see it is showing Java SE13. Okay, apply and close. So it will take some time. Then these are all warnings also gone. Warning is not a problem. Okay, warning just an indication, but program will work. But if there is an error, then it will not. So these are the few things you have to do. I will write the steps, which order you have to do. The first thing you have to get and second thing is what eclipse. Okay, third step is what git bash. Having any question then can ask. Okay, then for Then these all things are done. Then 5 is what? Get any workspace folder wherever you want. Then you have to do what? You have to existing Maven project if error or check your project done. Once you do this all means your project now we are ready to the coding. So these all are what before doing coding. It is saying that setting your means environment of your system, doing the project like before writing the code. This all thing is required. So you have to do all these things. I told you, no. Let me see. First go Eclipse IDE for Java 2E. Then from the left side, as I said, 2020-12. Then you have to download Eclipse IDE for Java Enterprise Developer, not for Java developers. Which one? Windows x64. They both same. Then I am sharing the need of doing it. Just download this. Download, it will start Eclipse JEE 2020 R. Git bash, you have to just this one. Just go to this and then just like next. Don't change any option. Button you have to click. Are you able to see this button? Download for Windows. Once you download, then it will start to download. You have to right click on the project. Right click on the project. Then go to the build path, configure build path. Then you go to the libraries. Generally, it open this option. The libraries. If you see it is not 13 or 8, whatever you want, double click on that one. Then go to the environment. So if you go to the not install JRE. If you go, maybe it has some uh, uh, maybe some path is already there. So you can do what? You can do edit. I just changed before that when it was showing something different path. Then you go to that directory, select your JDK 13 or JDK 8 or JDK 11, whatever you are doing. Then just do close. Then just let's select that option. So that is the one thing. Setting the environment, Eclipse, and all those things is already done. Now you have to do what? This project you can see and all those things. Then we can do this git push and pull. You saw I did from the git bash. So it is what git bash. If you do, you have to know the command. You have to know the command. But we can do this pull and push from the Eclipse. No need to know the command. So if you become a senior, then you will learn. So we have to do what? First we go to the Windows, go to the show view, go other, and just type git staging and open. So you can see something like that. Git staging, this arrow type of thing. So here it will show you if we have any changes in your code. Okay, always remember what happened when you do when you pull the code, you cannot see any changes. You cannot see any changes. But once you change something, once you change something, then you can see the changes here. These are unstaged changes. So what we have to do in the program, okay, whenever we change any code, whenever we change any code, then we have to do what? Send it from it means if you change any code, if you download it, then all things are latest, nothing is changed. But if you change anything, like we change, once you change, I change these files, you can see how the difference and all those. But once you change, you can see once you open this git staging, then it will show you that these files you change already. So this one is what we have to means this changes means, as I said, what means when your supervisor or your tech lead, we generally say TL, assign you the task, then you complete the task, then you have to push the code again into the GitHub server that generally we are calling repository. So this once you push the code there, then what happen? Then how to push the code? You pull the code. I already show you that how to clone the project. Then after that you make some changes. Then you open this git staging. I will show you again. Go to the Windows. Show view. You have to go to the Windows. It go to the show view and then go to the other. Then from here just search and this option and then open. Once you open, then you can see this one. Once you do this one, once you open this one, then you can see unstaged changes. If you change anything, then you can see all these things. So this is what these changes I made. Then I have to push the code. Push, as I said, it is uploading into the git. So I will go here. Then always remember, before push the code, before pushing the code, you have to do what? You have to always pull the code. If you make mistake, then is a big problem. The git will throw some exception and it is very difficult. So I am repeating this thing again. You change the code, then always pull the code, then you push the code. So before pushing, you have to right click on your project, then go to the team, and then this option. There is two pull. One is with question mark. Don't do this one. This is the below one, the above one. Then you just click that button, pull. If there is any changes, it will show you. So there is no changes. These are my previous changes. This is what fetch result means, one branch I added. That's why it is showing result fast forward, this one, this check process and all those things. So if there is any problem, it will show you the red button, and sometime it will show that unable to pull because you have something conflict, it is called. So now I already pull the code. Then you have to do what? You have to just press this button. So whatever changes you made from unstaged changes, it will go to the stage changes. In means this one, this part is called, suppose you make these files, then here you have to give the some message meaning is what? When you are, suppose you fix, I am saying, suppose I give you one question, do one program, write a program to add two numbers. Suppose you completed that task, then in the message you have to give some meaningful. So if I go there in the git repository, so I can realize this one. So this one I am saying just okay. Then this is, I did one company free. Always change this one, okay? If it is taking your name properly, then it's good. If not, then change this one, okay? Then do commit and push. Don't do only commit, okay? Do only commit and push. Commit and push means what happen in git, there is two way of saving the code. One is what they are saying in your local, you are committing the code, and push means you are sending that local code to the server. So don't do the commit, always do commit and push. Suppose here you can see one arrow mark because I tried to push the code, but because of some error, maybe some conflict here, my that personal access token, it is not working. That's why it is password I remember. This time git change. You cannot provide your password. This time you have to create something is called personal access token. I already shared the document. I created a folder docs. In this folder, see it is already written adding security SSH git. You have to follow this one and you have to create something is they are calling, in short they are calling pat. We have to create this one and instead of password we have to provide this one inside the root doc folder. I already created a folder and I push the code here so you can see that one. So here if you see this one up arrow means I try to send the data to the git repository, but because of some problem here I have personal access token problem, but you all have to give some token. So if you see here, if you because of any reason your code is not going to the repository, then you can see this arrow mark. Arrow mark means you are trying to sending something but it is not going. So how many time you tried? I tried just once. Not I tried two times, but not after second time I didn't push any code. First time I pushed the code. So this up arrow is meaning that one. If suppose I committed 2-3 times code, different codes, different changes, and I try to push, but it is not going, then it will show this up arrow. So up arrow and with number, it will shows what it indicates that this many times you try to push the code to the server. Here our server repository is GitHub, and it is fail. If you try to push the code 3 times, you change and you try to push the code 3 times, then it will show 3 numbers. Remember that one. In the another part, if you try to pull the code but again you have some problem, then down arrow indicate that how many commit already there, means some other guy already pushed the code but you are unable to fetch the code. There is some problem is there. So these are the things. Indicator down means you are unable to download this time of commits, means suppose 4 people committed 4 times, means 4 total commit, and you try to pull the code but there is no you are unable to pull, then it will shows the 4, means 4 commit is there, which has to come into your system. But because of some problem, sometimes code conflict, sometimes you saw that I forget my pat, and then it is done. So this is our means all environment configuration from Java installation, Eclipse, Git Bash, and then pat and all those config.